Son, I'm so sorry. I missed so many important moments in your life. My dear ones, don't waste your time on sadness. Live in the moment. I love you so much. Son, I'm so sorry. I missed so many important moments in your life. My dear ones, don't waste your time on sadness. Live in the moment. I love you so much.
All right, so basically, there's been a turn in the AI world. Story 2 came out a couple of weeks ago, if not less than that. And since then, there have been a lot of AI videos created where people are mimicking famous stars, doing silly shit. And also, they have these apps where people can take their loved ones who are deceased, make them talk and move. So basically, the topic of conversation is in your perspective. You know what I'm saying? People can do what they want to do, but we just want to just ask y'all and the people out there viewing in your perspective. What's your thoughts on this? Do you think this would be too much? Would this be something you would do or not, and why? Before we go into the conversation, we want to welcome Smelly to the panel. How you doing, sir?
How y'all doing today, brothers?
Oh,
All
blessed
right.
you, man. We go. I'm proud to have you, and we you right on time, my brother. So we're gonna get into it. I'm sure you saw what just happened. So with that being said, Smelly, we're gonna go and let you go first. What's your thoughts on that and the new AI thing? Would you be okay doing something like that for a loved one that's deceased?
I don't get into all the AI and the computer world, man. We come from a generation where we ain't have all that, man. So I'm from the old game. We don't get into all that, man. I let my loved ones, the dead ones, be dead. And I do what I do on that end, praying and speaking to them through that moment. But at the end of the day, that AI, I'm gonna let my dead ones be dead and let them go where they go, man. I ain't into that.
Gotcha. Dang, man, you look like a YN, bro. Hey, when you said that, I'm like, damn, I thought he was young.
Hey, man, I ain't no YN, man, not at all.
Well,
Yeah,
I
man.
can
We
hear
just
when you
said it though,
talk.
man. The black don't crack, man. We
We
stay
just
young
got to
forever,
talk
man.
about it.
Man,
We just got
pushing,
to talk about it.
man, I can be a YN. I'm an OG, man.
Oh, you say
Shit, I
all
got
the
kids that YN.
That's what's up. Okay, then. So we gonna go open up the panel, man, and just get people thoughts, man. Rich, the world greatest nigga. What's your thoughts on that? Would you be okay with doing that to a family member that's deceased, a loved one, or not? And what's your thoughts on it, Rich?
Now, me and old Smitty, we from the same school. I'm gonna let the dead be dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to act God or bring nobody back, man. If they left, it's over. I'm trying to, my day coming. I'm gonna see you again if it's meant to be. So, it's that's a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying? The little AI stuff, how they doing? Because AI gonna take over. I guess that's what they want. It's gonna thank for us. It's gonna be able to do whatever. So
Gotcha.
I'm not cool with it. I'm not cool with it.
Gotcha.
Nah.
Okay. All right, Big Yoga, what's your thoughts on it? Would you be okay with doing a the deceased loved one like that? What's your thoughts on the whole thing?
Man, so first off, bro, like just according to the video, man, like you getting a computer to talk for your people that's gone. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't
Mm-hmm.
even genuine. You know what I'm saying? First of all. Second of all, man, it depends on who that loved one is, man. Like certain deaths bring certain kind of pain. Why would I want to untap that pain that I already
Yeah.
got over? You know what I'm saying? So nah, bro, I ain't cool with that shit. That's that YN shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, shout out, man. What's up, Ben? Good to have you here, man.
He
Yeah,
died.
man.
Go down.
Yeah.
What's up to the panel?
All right. And so quality, what's your thoughts on it? What's your take on it? Would you be okay with doing that with the deceased loved one? And just what's your thoughts on people doing it in general?
it's clear to me that us old school, we all think alike. That's some bull. I don't want nothing to do with that. That ain't got. I don't even see the understanding of it. And for me to leave a message for my loved one gone, this is what he gonna watch afterwards, or for them to create it or whatever. See, that's stupid shit. More than likely, I'm gonna do my best to try to tell you what I can before I leave. That means I gotta start telling you now because I don't know when I'm leaving. So that's my message right there. I don't believe in them subliminal messages and all that. I ain't with all that. I'm gonna do my best to tell it to you while I'm here.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna go to you, Ben. Basically, it's a video. I'm sure you've seen it. Basically, it's a video where Survey 2 came out, and since then, you've been seeing like famous deceased people in videos doing all kind of stuff. And also you got it to where people are basically taking their loved ones and kind of like bringing them back to life, having them talking and moving and stuff. And so what's your thoughts on that? Would you be okay with doing a deceased loved one like that? And just what's your thoughts on people doing it in general?
What were we talking about?
AI. Sorry 2 came out,
Oh,
they'll take dead deceased people and make them
yeah.
move,
Uh,
and then they got famous people literally like full body just working in wild. Like they showed one Michael Jackson working in Walmart, getting into it with somebody and stuff like that. So the question was, would you be okay with, doing a deceased relative or loved one like that? And then what's your thoughts on it in general with people doing it?
nah, man, I wouldn't do that. If I were to do something like that, it'd be just for the family. We'll determine the type of setting it's going to be in, just a private thing. But I wouldn't put that on blast for the world to see. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. A lot of them are just doing it for personal, but the companies that can do it, they're selling it, so they have to promote it to give people that option to even want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do nothing like that for the world to see. Kind of like people be buried in these odd kind of ways that we consider odd, like got them sitting up at the chair or sitting on a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Like people got their own way of doing stuff, but no, I wouldn't want that done to my family members. That'd be something we discuss in house for us only, not for the world to see.
Okay.
If we even did something like that, it's kind of wild, but
Yeah,
hey,
gotcha. Yeah, because I know Big Yogi said something that was interesting. Big Yogi was like, he already to lose a loved one, and knowing they're not in your presence no more is already painful enough. Yogi said to do that would kind of be like tapping back into a pain that he don't want to have to go through again. What's your thoughts on Yogi's response to it?
all right. I mean, I no, I agree. Some people just grieve differently. Some people will probably want to see a loved one. If they can imitate the voice or something, they might want to see that. But I don't think that's for the world to see, though. That's not for like public consumption.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, King, what's your thoughts on it? Would you be okay with doing that to a deceased loved one? And also, what's your thoughts on people doing it in general?
Uh, my thoughts on it is, nah, I don't see me doing that. I don't see that. I don't know if I would do it like a privately thing with the family either. I'm not sure. I tell you one thing. I think I don't really like it. I don't really like what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're kind of numb. They're trying to numb us. They're trying to numb us. And I'm speaking from like the film entertainment world right now, because there's a thing with these AI and these AI actors, and also like who owns the intellectual property that these AI people do. And I feel like a lot of these bigger companies are trying to figure out a way to numb and desensitize regular people like us to be okay with it. So once we're okay with it in a certain fashion, they can use it how they want to use it, to where maybe they aren't using real human people in movies no more. Maybe they aren't using real things, or even maybe they're using it for psyop interpretations. Because for one, how does this AI know the mannerisms of what my deceased loved one did before? Why would I want to put, just like why would I want my child
to see Michael Jackson going off on somebody in Walmart when that ain't what that man's legacy is. Like, I just feel like they deceiving a whole generation that don't have to do this kind of discernment that I'm doing because they don't know any different. So me, I don't like it. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't like it.
You know what, King? It's a good point you bring up on that one. Because in like 20 or 30 years from now, they may look at that as like not knowing the impact that the actual person had on the world or who that person actually is. I was talking to a coworker today, a younger brother. He like 31, maybe 32, and I happened to bring up D'Angelo, and he was kind of like, "Who?" And I was like, "D'Angelo." I was like, "You know who he is?" Like, "Oh, he's like, yeah, I know the name. My mother used to listen to him." You know, I was like, "Wow, this that gap in generation. He don't even really just because of us. That's different when he passed away. You know, it hit us a little different." Whereas he was kind of like, okay, you know, kind of like, all right. So imagine in 20, 30 years, they're looking at Michael Jackson as some kind of funny figure where the way we revered him when he was living that we saw him live. So that's a good point, man. And not to sound too long winded, but people do that with pictures now, man, with like the avatar people be doing online with the AI avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't even understand. Like everybody thinking it's cool. It's nice to have a nice little picture, but man, you giving all kind of right to it. People can take your image and use that in the virtual world space, where they can use your image for whatever they want to use it for. And you gave them the okay when you signed up for them apps, and you say, yeah, you have access to my images, and you can get my livelihood. Like they don't even realize what they're doing, giving people access to you, what you look like, your mannerisms, your tone of voice, whatever you got going on in the virtual world, and you can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Yeah. I know. When I see it, I kind of cringe.
Yeah.
I kind of cringe. I don't think I could do it. I know I definitely. Everybody on here, I agree with everybody on here, but the comment that stood the most is Big Yogi. Like that, I don't want. For me, that would I would be tapping into a pain that I really don't want to relive. You know what I'm saying? Because at a certain point, you do get a level of healing
Yeah.
after, you know what I'm saying, after accepting that they're not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know, the psychological dopamine kind of wears off, you know what I mean? When you know you're not getting the calls or no more, you can't visit them no more, the number don't work no more. So yeah, that would kind of hurt me. I don't, I wouldn't want to kind of relive that pain again, you know.
Yeah,
And
because
it,
where
it's not
where
it's
does it
not
stop?
like it's not like you, and then it's not like you got over them. It's just you learned how to live without them. And
Yeah.
when you do some shit like that, you're gonna tap into a pain that you didn't already then learn how to you didn't adapt it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, that shit, nah, I'm cool on all that, bro.
And
Yeah.
then it's like where does it stop? Because we know we have abilities to make holograms. So
Man,
now
and
you
then
got
like I seen some
Gotta
shit,
think
man.
about it, in by 10 years, people giving, like my boy said, they gonna give up access. They gonna be able to put you on a crime scene and you wasn't even there.
And
Or
you wasn't even
they
there.
gonna put you
That's
bingo,
somewhere
crazy.
you wasn't
bingo.
even
Hey,
at.
since we
And they gonna
going,
against you in the court of law, and it's gonna be justifiable because you gave up your rights to be pronounced as an AI.
To be
Yep.
you
you.
know,
You're
Yep.
not you no more.
since we going on conspiracy, you know what I see the big picture because I was reading the book and the dude said this. From Jurassic Park to now with the AI and the holograms, they're gonna try to bring back Jesus and fool people. That's what this dude was saying. He was like, that's why they having you to accept this kind of stuff because they're gonna say they found some kind of DNA and they're gonna bring back something supposed to be like a Christ something, and they're gonna bring it back like they did the dinosaurs. I was like, man, this dude crazy, but he was making sense how he was doing. That's just a conspiracy. I'm just saying. That's
Yeah.
some shit because it could
Right.
be a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because if
the
we
bigger.
accept
It's
it,
definitely a bigger.
if you
It's
accept it, if
definitely
you
a bigger
accept the
picture.
hologram thing, you would be easy to accept when they say
Exactly.
this here. So that's
Oh
only
yeah,
like
Exactly.
they
priming, and
spoon
they
feeding
do
you
it,
right
and they
now.
do it. Yeah, they
Yeah.
They
spoon
spoon
Yeah.
feed. They
feeding you
do it.
right
Yeah,
That's
now,
we
why
but
on it.
they gonna
that's why
force
it's
feed
called
you in a minute.
program. Television
Yeah, Smelly is
programming.
on it.
They are programming. That's what they tell you. program. So you know,
Now you know what's ironic about what you said, Rich? Because when I
talk
hear
to
what
me.
you said, you know what that ties me into? It
What's that,
ties
my
me
brother?
into when Ben, brought up the conversation because he was the one who had me make that a topic on one of the shows about the AI robots, and I'm like, it seemed like it's gonna get to the point to where, say your wife died, your husband died, you could just recreate them.
Mm-hmm.
That's strange,
Now
bro.
that's some
Mm-hmm.
creepy shit.
That's strange,
Now,
bro.
that's other level creepy.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's some creeps out here that are accepted though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
That
tell you.
is.
It's fucked
And
up
that
out here.
and them the creeps that's putting fuel to the shit to push it forward. Like, come on, man. That shit weird, bro. You know?
And
That's
like my
weird.
boy said earlier, just think of the little kids that's growing up. They don't know nothing. They think all this is just whatever it is. So when
Yep.
they get older, they gonna bring back people that we had the honor of meeting back then. They gonna bring them back, and they ain't gonna think nothing of it because they done spoon fed them for so long.
Yeah.
Then force feed them at the end to think these people still around and think
Yeah.
these people still roaming the earth.
But see,
Yep.
So I think it's a
I feel
bigger.
like
What I'm saying, I think is the bigger
Yep.
picture to the whole program.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like,
it
Yeah.
but see,
is.
I feel like on that point though, you know what I'm saying? Us as the people that went through the generation where all this shit what didn't exist, gotta school our kids on that dumb shit, man. Nah, this ain't what
Exactly.
Yeah.
it is, bro.
That's why
Exactly.
they know we trying to do that, Yogi. That's why these distractions keep coming faster. That's why they come
Yeah.
Yeah.
faster.
Yep, the hoes at the gym. I'm telling you.
Exactly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Fuck it, man. Out of all the
This nigga
distractions,
so dumb, man. He's so dumb.
Y'all know what that means. The segue to the next topic.
Yeah.
Hey, good shit, bro. Good shit, y'all. Good shit.
like and
All right.
subscribe. Hit that like
Yes,
button.
yes. Say it again. Say it again.
Hit that notification bell and redo it because sometimes it'll kick you off on YouTube. Subscribe to it.
All right, so here goes the perfect segue, y'all. Man, I don't know how it be happening, but these segues be connected.